happening, people? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're new. If you're new around here though, please do like and subscribe. Today's video, we're going to be talking about who the next Tottenham captain is going to be, because Thomas Frank said whoever leads the team out up against PSG on Wednesday in that Super Cup final, very close to that now, will be Tottenham's captain. So that's where we'll find out, and the leadership group will be more towards the end of the month. So I'm going to be predicting it all in today's video. I'm talking about why I think it should be like that, why it will be like that. Listen to what I have to say. Very keen to get you involved in this video. Let's get straight into it. So, who do I think will be Tottenham captain? I think it's going to be Christian Romero. I'm just going to say it first and foremost. I think that it just feels like the sensible and easiest kind of option. I think that's the easy option for Frank. I think that's what he will do, and I think that'd be right. I think Christian Romero bleeds the badge. He's just, he's the right captain after Heung-min Son. People don't know for context why this decision's been made, because Heung-min Son's left the club and he was Tottenham's captain, but the whole leadership group will change. So my prediction is Romero the captain. I think vice captain would just have one instead of two under Ange. Under Ange it was Romero and Maddison. I think it would just be Ben Davies. Then I think the rest of the leadership group will be Vicario and Ben Davies. That's what I think it will be. So it'd be made up of them four. It could potentially be a little bit more, but I think mainly those four. My thinking behind it: Romero, I think, is the easy option. I think has developed already a quick relationship with Frank, because remember, Romero's future was in jeopardy. He was uncertain not that long ago, so clearly he likes the manager, and just they speak very nicely and well about each other. And Romero seems really excited this season. Everything he posts, even on the socials, and Frank wants Romero as part of his plans, he always says. So that's exciting. So I think Romero will remain as captain, because if he wasn't, I think it'd be kicking up a fuss that he'd leave. Ben Davies, Frank has spoke really well about, said he has total confidence in him. He said we don't even need to look into the full-back market. And I think whether we like it or not, Ben Davies is going to play more games than we'd want and think he's going to, let's say, as fans. I think he can play left back, he will unlikely play centre back. I think it's more of an Ange thing because of the system and the fact that Davies couldn't play left back in an Ange system because the fullbacks invert, come into midfield, doesn't suit Davies, whereas it does suit him a little bit more under Frank. So I think Doggy and Porro will be our starting fullbacks still, but Spence and Davies not that too far away. I think we'll probably see like Davies get on the pitch for a spell off the bench, let's say every other week, especially when we get to busy periods of fixtures, a busy schedule in, such as the festive period around Christmas. So I think Davies will be given the vice-captain's role, because Frank was saying in the week how he's a really good leader, and he's asked, what do you want in a captain? Is that someone who has respect of the dressing room, gets around a bit, isn't all about the quality, etc. And it just, for me, it seems like Davies, I think, will at least minimum have a role within the leadership group. I think that's an absolute minimum, but does he have a little bit more than that? And I've been a bit bold and said I think vice-captain for him. And I think Vicario is already in the leadership team, and same with Maddison. That's another thing I'm forgetting. I meant to add Maddison to it. So I think that the leadership group, in terms of not vice-captain or captain, but still part of the leadership group, will be Vicario, Maddison, Bentancur, Davies vice-captain, and Romero captain. Because Maddison is vice-captain already, so it would be quite awkward. I think it's going to be awkward that he might be going from vice-captain just part of the leadership group, how that kind of get in, but Maddison's out injured, so Frank could probably get away with that. Vicario is part of the leadership group already, not vice-captain, part of the leadership group. I think that will stay the same, and Frank speaks very well about Bentancur and being a really core player, and has developed a good relationship with him. He might just like him as a player, might not see him as a leader. I don't know, I'm just taking a punt here. I think it'll be made up of 5 players, with Romero leading it, Ben Davies being the vice-captain purely for experience, and I think Frank will see a lot of Davies as a nice guy, settles players in, so that just feels right. I don't think Davies maybe should be the vice-captain in terms of he's not going to play too much. I think Romero absolutely should be the captain though. So just to recap my prediction, I could be completely wrong, it's just a guess, I know absolutely nothing. Captain Christian Romero is my guess, vice-captain Ben Davies, other members of the leadership team without any necessary role: Vicario, Bentancur, Maddison. Those are my 5. What do you think? Who do you think will be the captain? Who do you think will be the vice-captain? Or vice-captains? There may be more than one like there was under Ange. Who do you think also is going to make up the leadership team? That is my prediction. I'm looking forward to seeing who comes out as captain tomorrow. I have absolutely no doubt it will be Christian Romero. Part of me, I was thinking earlier, would it be Ben Davies? But I thought, no. Why would Frank take that risk with Romero? And why would he make Ben Davies the captain? He's not going to be in the team every week. Vice captain, maybe. I think even that's a bold shout. The rest I think will be similar. I've taken a punt with Bentancur. Maddison and Vicario are going to be involved, and Romero, even if they're not captains, any of the ones I mentioned, they're going to be involved in some way, shape or form. Bentancur and Davies, I don't know. Davies definitely has a leadership role. What role, I don't know. The only one that I did mention that I'm not sure whether they have a role at all in the leadership group is Bentancur. I'm just going off purely the fact, put 2 and 2 together, that he gets on well with Frank, and Frank sees him as a key kind of player. Could be completely wrong. That's what I predict. As I said, do get involved in the comments below. But for now, a massive COYS Spurs. We'll see you tomorrow against PSG in the Super Cup final. Who leads the team out the tunnel?
You know